Hello artists! In this video we're going to learn how to make a sphere optical illusion. So go grab your favorite supplies and let's get started. To make myself a perfect circle, I went and found myself a bowl, and I've got my paper here, so I'm going to turn my bowl upside down. And I want it to be a little smaller so that way I can see it be perfectly centered so it looks even on all sides. They look about the same. And then I'm going to put my finger, hold it in the middle, and I'm actually going to draw my circle with my black colored pencil. Now you can make this optical illusion with black and white or two different colors. It works best with two colors only. So you can draw with your pencil first and then decide, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my black color pencil to trace my circle. So that way I don't have to use my pencil when it comes time for coloring. So now I've got my perfect circle, and I'm gonna switch over to my pencil for the inside lines first. Before we get started, you might want a ruler or maybe just a scrap piece of paper, let me grab one, to help draw our first two lines. They need to be straight, and we're going to make a cross in the middle. You could fold your paper both directions to get perfectly straight lines if you wanted, and then trace your circle. Or you could get yourself a ruler, or honestly just another piece of paper with a straight side. I'm just gonna lightly trace. So the lighter we press with our pencil, the easier it is to erase, and then you won't really see your lines. So that's pretty good. I've got two halves now. Now I'm gonna do the middle. Try to make that as straight as possible. And there we go. So here I have my cross in the middle of my circle. I've got 4 sections here. To start making our sphere, this is a flat piece of paper. This is 2D, but with the way that we draw our lines, we can start making this look like it's starting to kind of bump up off the paper. It's very, very, very important that all of our lines meet at the same point. If they don't, then you lose the illusion. So our first lines, I'm going to start up here at the top where my lines meet the circle, and we are going to draw little arches. We're going to start in the corner and come out a little arch and then come right back down to the corner. All right, I need to come back to the top corner, come out, another arch, come right back down to that corner. They have to start and stop in the same spot. Let's do one more. So we want it to look like it's following the curve of the circle. If we made straight lines, or if our lines didn't meet up at the same spot, we would lose the illusion. So now we're going to repeat these lines on the other side. Take your time. It's very easy to rush and then not be happy with your work. Okay, so there we have all of our lines going one direction around the sphere. We're going to turn. I always turn, I feel like it makes it easier, and we're going to repeat, but on the opposite. So then they're going to cross and start creating a checkerboard. All right, so even I needed to take my time and had to fix some of my mistakes. So here we have our lines for our sphere. From here, it's mainly just coloring in a checkerboard pattern. So I'm gonna keep my traditional black and white, but you could pick any two colors. It always kind of looks really nice when you pick complementary colors like red and green, blue and orange, and yellow and purple. They look really great together. But you can also pick any two colors that you really, really like. So I'm going to put my finished example here. I'm not going to color the entire thing, just enough to show you how to get started. And you can decide how you want to start. I always start with the very first row on the top, or you can start on the bottom. What I do, I go over my lines, I outline with my color pencil. I feel like I have more control when I color that way. And then I color in. Take your time, no need to rush. So there I've got my first piece colored in. I'm going to skip and then go to my next one. So don't worry, all of your lines are gonna end up being outlined one way or another. So just worry about the next one. Now, a good trick to help you remember which ones, kind of after you do a couple of rows, you can go through and make a little X in where you know you will color. Can help you keep on track and finish all the way through. Once you've finished coloring, you can go through around some of the edge and add just a little bit of shadow. And the way I do that, I color kind of dark on the edge, and then I get lighter as I come into the circle, and it just helps make it look a little bit more round. All right, I hope you enjoyed making a sphere optical illusion.